Only the 13th of November. College basketball has been going on for only less than a week. Boy, it feels like it's already been an eternity. It's because I've been spending a lot of time with the college basketball file. We're doing a quick little update, believe it or not. It's going to be a fast video. I promise. Like definitely under 10 minutes, and we'll try to shoot for like less than 6 or 7. So we're about to start the 6 o'clock games. That's the reason why I decided to do this video real fast. Tracking all the sports algorithms. NFL is happening today. NBA. I just put in a new injury report. NHL. I just updated goaltenders. Look at Oklahoma City winning as an underdog already today. NBA. Hockey goaltenders. Dallas, number 2 pick of the day, winning in pretty nice fashion already, 5-1. And we'll talk about football in a second, but we'll go to college basketball real quick because we're really operating with some help right now. So there are 2 versions of the college basketball algorithm in here. And I'll start selling this file individually for like, I'm gonna sell it for 100. I'll sell it for $50 actually. I'll give you a 1-day copy for $50. I know if you don't want to pay that $180 and get the email from me every day from now until the end of November, which is 17 days, which is an eternity. I've got to count the weekends. Weekends are really, really busy. And this morning, I didn't get much sleep. I had to drive my kid to a hockey game in another state, for like an 8 a.m. game. Whooped out the computer while they were while they're in the locker room getting dressed. I am like doing these algorithms. It's very time consuming. I get anxious because I know everybody wants this and get it out. So I am already counting down the days till the end of November because I cannot keep doing this every day, especially with other projects. But point is there are 2 versions in here, and this thing's working pretty cool. There's the current year and then there's the past year. Now, what I did is I combined the 2 sort of. I did the current year, right? Current year is really distorted because there are not very many games. It's 3 games, 3 games per team. That one's doing okay at 7-6 right now, but bad against the spread. And I highlighted then all of the teams here. And by highlighting them yellow, then I went to past year stats, which is a more complete subset of stats for college basketball to give you a better look, but it's last year's team, right? All the teams in yellow stay highlighted here. So you get to see games that were on both things. Let's see if we're actually able to, is there a color filter we can do? I don't think so. But anyway, point is you get to see these yellow teams. Now let's remove in progress games for a second and look at how the yellow teams did. These teams all won, 2 of them covered. Let's see what the spread cover numbers were. Here's a yellow team that lost in Arizona State and won in Tennessee, apparently, at a huge, huge favorite line. Both of them actually big favorite lines. These 2 lost, but Arizona State was away. And away. What about just home teams? Yellow home teams only lose North Dakota State. No, sorry, they're not yellow. They only lose Tennessee. And Cincinnati and North Dakota State 1-1 on teams that were not yellow, meaning they were just on the past year sheet, but they're not on the current year sheet. Okay. So that's actually really good. It means that of the 6 yellow teams on here, you only lost 1 so far. So 5-1 there. Now we open up all of them and you have a win down here. We have that. Yeah. Davidson beats VMI and they were yellow also. And Harvard wins and they were not yellow. So this is going to be helpful going forward because for the next probably week, I would say, until the current stats are kind of good to go. Until that happens, then I think you're going to want to do this and look at the yellow teams, basically. So games that are still going on. Who are those yellow teams, right? They are terrible lines here. Let's sort them by lines just to see if there's anything to pick so that we can get a pick here. Money line descending. So you can see that some of these are not yellow. So these underdogs, especially the away ones, are there any home teams up here? It's Hawaii at minus 250, St. Mary's at minus, yeah, the lines are awful. So there's really not much left. Towson is minus 175, but they're on the road. So you can see how we can start to really prune and see what are the premium picks for the day so that you can do something like that 5-1 that it has already done today on the yellow teams. 3. But they're, yeah, especially on the home teams. Anyway, all right, sorry, I know I'm blabbing, but this is really interesting to look at this. So that's what's going on. Yeah, I'll put that up for $50. You can just get one copy and start updating yourself because I already did the tutorial video on how to update this thing if you look through my video history. Next, football. So we started off the day with an exact score hitting on the Tampa Bay game. Of course, I didn't play it. If you watch my video, I was like, I don't trust this exact score. All right, there's that. Games that have not happened. And let's just look at Sunday. I don't have scores in for the 4 o'clock games yet, but I'll start to put them in. As for just wins and losses and what happened so far during the 1 o'clock hour, view value filters, we're doing greater than projected margin of victory is greater than 0. The answer is 4-4. Buffalo blows a game in Minnesota. That's crazy. The Saints, we never are good predicting them. Tampa wins, Miami wins. Tennessee does win. That's a pretty good win there, though. They didn't hit the points. And Chicago, where's Chicago? Yeah, they blow this game. I somehow blew this game. I think it was a missed extra point or something, too, when they scored a touchdown. Unbelievable. High-scoring game, but they're a bad team. At least it was bad team versus bad team rule. Chiefs do what they're supposed to do and actually cover. How about that? Houston just, for some reason, comes down and can never score. So weird. And they're a bad pick, But right now, there are it's just past halftime. Indianapolis is up a little, 13-7. Green Bay is up on Dallas, 14-7. That's these games. Coming out here, we have San Francisco's the late night game. We've got Rams, this, where I took the Colts. And then Arizona, where's the, yeah, right there. Arizona's beating the Rams. So 4 o'clock hours looking ugly. But it does say still San Francisco is supposed to run. But this line changed from my video. I saw it went down drastically for some reason. It got worse. So it's a tough game to play. How about hockey? Big win for Dallas. We've got Boston. We'll see if it's still minus 200. That's the number 1 pick of the day right here. You've got a tie, San Jose, Minnesota. I'm betting the tie there. Rangers, 5th pick of the day, but they're minus 303. It's a tough game to play. And they haven't been playing great. You see, Arizona's actually been playing better. I mean, I'm probably gonna take Arizona to win just because that you shouldn't be having lines like this. It makes me want to take San Jose also because this game's so close. You see, or plus 1.5. Like these lines are crazy. Washington, I'm gonna bet them, even though actually the algorithm does say play them just barely. All right, we're in agreement. Hopefully they'll win. And then Winnipeg, Seattle. Seattle, it says both these teams just lost last night, correct? Or at least Winnipeg did. Seattle the night before. So you've got okay line, Seattle. Good line, Washington. Does not say take Arizona. So, I mean, but I'm going to do it anyway. And then it really almost says take San Jose, but really says take San Jose plus 1.5 on a round robin. You need to win. And Boston to win, or you can take Boston minus 1.5 because it says they crush it. And Vancouver has been losing games this year. Now, back to the NBA. So we have a new injury report I just updated right now. Post that in the Google Sheet for everybody. And then I'll just update scores the rest of the night and work on cell genomic theory and a lot of other stuff that my day is done here with this. So Utah, underdog line still. Number 1 pick of the day. So there you go. We love the Jazz. Then there's really not very bad lines here. Brooklyn could beat the Lakers. They've been playing okay. And there's injuries all over the place. Memphis is injured. So this is really close because the injuries are bad on both teams. And then the Bulls are healthier than the Nuggets at plus 105 here. Margin's really close, but says they win by a couple points. Really close games here. the Cavs are not worth the price and they're injured against the Timberwolves. So if anything, it says take the Timberwolves here because even though the margin is 20%, the points are only 2 after figuring in the injuries. Extremely close. You get 5 points, which is not that much. It's actually a really tough pick. And Sacramento plus 155 here because it's a good line, right? So, all right, guys, good luck, everyone. I hope your picks are winning today and they continue to win throughout the day and in the future. Good luck, everybody.